Hey everybody, this is Mann. I've been working in outpatient therapy, psychotherapy practice for 22 years, and I run Mann Counseling Group. And I'm excited to give you some handfuls of ideas that I've been using for quite some time in my practice. And the reason I wanted to give these to you is that sometimes people just don't know that they have some of these ideas already at home. And so and also I have them posted online. So when you go to my website, maryellenmann.com, you'll see under the resources tabs most of the things I'll be talking about today. So first off, with regard to anxiety or distress or anything you might be going through right now, your body is sending signals. It's trying to get your attention. It wants you to befriend it. It wants you to know that it has something of value to say to you. It also probably wants some sort of reminder from your mindfulness, your psychology, your belief systems that says, I hear you and I'm going to take care of you. So what we have here is some ways we can do some transaction with that. So I call it mind-body therapy or somatic therapy to some of you if you've heard that term. So as an EMDR, brain spotting, somatic therapist, I do a lot of different things that people can take home. And so that's what I'm giving you today. The first one is a tension tamer toolkit, and that's something that has been extremely useful for people so that they have something to taste, something to smell, something to look at, something to listen to, and something to touch. So all of that can be in something that you put together and put in your purse. It can be Mentos, it can be listening to certain kinds of sounds. If you have a Spotify channel that does EMDR sound, you can easily find that. You can also do some kind of essential oil. Those are found at basic large retailers, or you can certainly go through different distributors. A lot of people want something they can see and look at. So that is, thankfully, we have these beautiful apps on phones nowadays where you can actually engage some kind of calming practice. And of course, just getting out into nature with these sorts of things happening. And then the touch has been something that I know isn't transferable exactly, but if you're at home or you have a weighted blanket or you have, say, some pillows or things that are a little weighty and you just want to put those on your lap, that'll be very helpful. Or if you're, say, out and about and you want something to touch, you might just want to have some sort of fidget toy or something where your body can feel like you're hearing it. So that is a tension tamer toolkit, and it handles all 5 senses. Some people have also added in there an oxygen can, and those can be found at most sports stores. So if you do an oxygen can, you can also get them on Amazon. But you're basically pressing a lever and it's sending fresh oxygen. It's like 99% oxygen and then like a little bit ambient air. And it does run out, but you can use that. Some of them are actually scented, like menthol eucalyptus or pink grapefruit. And so people have loved that, especially for the tight chest. The other things that have been helpful that we offer online are design statements that we just help you kind of come up with new language to start processing in your mind. So design statements are offered both in the resources section under acute symptom recovery and also in healing practices. We also have some Meridian tapping that we can teach you to do, and right now I'm going to go ahead and teach you how that exactly happens. So you're tapping through your acupressure points here, and these are all listed on my form on the resources page. And then under the eyes, under the nose, and the crease of the chin, right under the clavicle next to the sternum, and then right here under the arms. And then this is another one that is also useful. One of the things that we do when we do Meridian tapping in here is we'll say, even though this hard thing, even though my dog died, even though my job is in peril, even though I'm losing a relative to this virus, I deeply and profoundly accept. And that's where you can pull on the design statements. I deeply and profoundly accept that I am designed to be safe and supported. I am designed to change and grow. So whatever it is that might be helpful for your body to feel like there's a calming confidence that can come in, that would be the goal. One of the things that we can also try applying, and I'm freezing right now.
It's cold. It's really cold.
No, I mean I'm freezing in my brain. What was I gonna say? Oh, I have also visualization. So the visualization form, actually I'm not gonna be able to pull that out because I don't have it from the website.
Just start with, there's a visualization form available. There's also
Okay, so we also have a visualization that's multisensory, which is also available under resources. And that is something you can just read through, and it's going to have you by a stream and then warming sun, and it helps to kind of calm down all those tough, tight areas. We say that the sun melts it down, and your body's able to really transact a sense of being, and your senses very calmed. The other idea is to do relaxation induction. This is a little separate. It's very physical. It just teaches you whether your leg can relax, whether your arm can relax. Is it okay if you're noticing the space between your eyes? Is it okay if you're noticing the opening of your ears and the air going into the middle of your face behind your eyes? So that you can just keep it very physical. Some people don't do as well with like a nature-based visualization, so we have that available for you. Also, just so you know, sometimes it's hard to engage these things unless you know they're legit. So one of my favorite studies is done by Harvey Benson, and it's encapsulated in his book, Relaxation Revolution. And he talks about how just 20 minutes of this a day for about 8 weeks in a row can actually lead to the healthful expression of genes in 75% of those genes. So people have been doing it for 9 years, have healthful expression in 2,209 genes, and people doing it for 8 weeks have a healthful expression in 1,521 genes. So the genes themselves, epigenetics, will be expressed more healthfully, which means that your DNA is getting more protected, strengthening and lengthening those telomeres as well. And we'll be talking about that at another time. Thanks so much for your time.